Hey, I'm Lila.
And I'm Joel, and here's everything you need to know about what's happening at eMEWS this week.
One of the best weekends of the year will be here before you know it. On June 6th and 9th, we're going to celebrate Lives Changed for Eternity. It's time for another baptism weekend.
If you are someone who has received Jesus' gift of life and forgiveness and haven't yet been baptized since becoming a Christian, it's time to take the plunge. Baptism is how God tells us to tell the world that we belong to Him. And even though it's several weeks away, we want to make sure that you're signed up and all set to go for this amazing day.
So, to find out more or to get registered, head to the digital bulletin and then get ready for one of the best chances to see Jesus' work on display.
Maybe you're not yet ready to be baptized, or you're not sure if you are. We're glad that you're here, and we have the next step for you. It's a group called Starting Point, and it starts this weekend. Whether you're in Totowa or Ringwood, Starting Point kicks off this Sunday at 10:20 in Totowa and 10:30 in Ringwood.
It may be one of the most important steps you ever take, so don't miss it. It's a casual environment where we look at the foundational truths of who Jesus is and what the Bible is, and get a chance to answer questions together. Check it out this weekend.
And finally, today we get an update on the season of expansion that we've been in. Here's an update on First from Pastor Ryan.
Last fall, we together as a church started this 2-year discipleship and generosity journey we call First, and the church really responded in a powerful way. We've said from the beginning that there are 2 goals of this initiative. The first is that we would see 100% engagement, that the entire congregation would take a step of faith where they're saying, we want to make God first, we want to put Him first in our life. God gave His first and best to us in Jesus' Son, and so what's it look like for us to respond and take a step? The secondary objective of First, we want to raise the resources for a number of strategic initiatives, and that was our budget, that was the things that keep the church moving forward, and our primary commitment to the gospel. The second step was the beginning of our expansion of children's ministry. And lastly, we want to take some steps to begin the expansion of our environments for first-time visitors, as well as adult discipleship. Well, since we started, God's just kind of moved pretty powerfully. We saw the congregation respond. Many of you step forward and allow us to move forward in faith, and we exceeded our goal in that initial step of faith. We've had to add a Thursday night service. We've had to expand our children's ministry, and still it's hard to keep up with. We saw 3,500 folks at our Easter services this past month. 500 of those were children in our children's space, which is just amazing as we're seeing great growth in children's, great growth in students. What's been super encouraging about the initiative so far is we've seen 493 first-time givers in the First initiative. That's 493 households taking a step of faith and saying, we want to see this initiative move forward. We want Jesus to be first. We are honing in on some designs that we're excited to put before the town. Continue to pray that God moves that forward. Just want to say thank you for those of you guys who stepped in to join us on this journey. I tell you, this has been one of the most joy-filled times where we get to see this is about discipleship. This is about people taking steps of faith. My prayer as we've been stepping forward in faith is that if there's a way for God to speed up our timeline to make space with the amount of people that God is bringing and growing, would He do that? And I just want to encourage you to pray boldly with me, and do want to say, if you are new, and if you're saying, I'd like to learn more, or I'd like to join this process, I'd encourage you, check out either the QR code in front of you on your seat back where there's some information about First, or make sure to check out the wall as you head in or out of the building today, where we see all the information about First. You're going to see some important content there, as well as some video updates. It is an awesome joy to be on this journey with you guys.
Things are moving forward, and it's awesome to be part of it together. For more info on this or anything else going on in the church, check out this week's news on the digital bulletin. You can also use the QR code in the chair in front of you to get there.
Let's keep loving Jesus, loving people, and plowing a counterculture.